I'm delighted to be reviewing another electric vehicle, and this time it's the Volvo C40 Recharge. And I think it's a vehicle that has gotten short shrift in the automotive media. Well, let's remedy that today. It's time for Family Wheels. Now that you've plugged into Family Wheels, give us a like to add energy to the channel. It helps spread the word. Subscribe and click the little bell to be notified when each episode drops. And leave a comment with your thoughts about the vehicle. Thanks! Volvo has always been a brand for people who see themselves as a bit out of the mainstream while still wading along the banks of said stream. The C40 fits right in. It also holds appeal for Volvo types who want slightly edgier styling while remaining true to the brand's classy and conservative ethos. Considering Volvo simply took the XC40 body and gave it the coupe treatment, and yes, there is such a thing as a four-door coupe, the look is gorgeous. I see this as a car for empty nesters or one-child families who can swing the payment and do not want a faceless Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, both of which cost much more, by the way. It's two motors and has just over 400 horsepower. More to the point, it has nearly 500 foot-pounds of torque. And torque is what gives you the rush when you're accelerating. 400 or so electric horsepower, nearly 500 foot-pounds of instant electric torque feels like about 600 in somebody else's internal combustion vehicle. Just phenomenal acceleration, and of course, it's silent. Volvo estimates the range of the C40 Recharge at 364 kilometers or 226 miles. And while that's considerably less than a Tesla, which is well over 500, it's a few Ks more than a comparably priced all-wheel drive Ford Mustang Mach-E, and 35 fewer than another price-competitive EV, the Genesis GV60. Electric cars tend to weigh a lot, and the C40 is no exception, but we do have all-wheel drive. Fairly fat tires and 20-inch rims. Does a decent job around tight turns. The braking in the C40 is excellent. That's what you'd expect from a vehicle that offers one-pedal driving, but also it has just darn good brakes. Typical Volvo, I guess. Some genius came jumping out of a side street onto the thoroughfare I was driving on, and I really had to hit the brakes. I mean, ABS kicked in. That's how hard I hit the pedal. And it just did a great job. Rearward visibility in the C40, can't sugarcoat it, it is poor. There are the headrests in the back seat. They cannot be removed. They do fold down, but then you can't put any passengers back there. And the window itself is kind of small, but mostly it's because it's hemmed in by the coupe design, by the sharp slope of the roof at the back. That's your main problem. At this top spec, you get a lot of luxury touches. We have wireless charging here, Alcantara seats. Volvo's getting out of the leather business in terms of its upholstery and its cars. 2 seat memories here. And we have this panoramic moonroof, which does not open. It is made of a special glass made in France that helps keep the heat of the sun out. Car comes with an absolutely splendid 360-degree camera system that can be adjusted for front, back, and side depending on your situation. And there are sensors galore on this car as part of Volvo's excellent safety suite. There is not self-parking, however. The sound system is by Harman Kardon, and it is excellent. Volvo was an early adopter of Android Automotive, the confusingly named software that is an operating system for audio services, maps, and some other functions built right in. Just tell it what to do. I've driven several Volvo cars with Android Automotive and believe it has by far the best implementation of Google Maps. Directions to Anvil Center, New Westminster.
Anvil Center is 13 minutes from your location by car in moderate traffic.
And now, after well over a year of promises, Volvo does offer CarPlay in these systems. It's not as slick or comprehensive, but at least iPhone users no longer feel ignored. The C40 does pass our Family Wheels cargo test of 3 bags of groceries, a backpack, and a stroller, but only just. There's a little bit left to spare. It has less room in it than the XC40. We lose the space because of this coupe design. Now, don't rush over to the comments section just yet, because you can have such a thing as a 4-door coupe. It comes from the French word couper with the accent aigu over the E. It simply means cut. And there are lots of 4-door coupe or coupe styles out there. Unfortunately, with this stylish coupe design, something has to give, and in this case, it's rear seat space. I could not fit our rear-facing child seat, the one that takes up the most room, in the back. Just couldn't do it, and if I push the seat all the way up, I'm already at the glove box door. If I push it even farther up, it still would not fit. So if you're going to put a child seat in this car, it better be of the forward-facing variety. Well, despite its inability to accommodate our rear-facing child seat, the rear seat of the C40 has pretty decent room for an adult passenger, including headroom. Even though it's got the coupe design, my head clears it, or it clears my head by about a couple of inches. So that's great news right there. Also back here we have seat heat. Other niceties include a couple of USB-C ports and a panoramic moonroof. It does not open. Note that the base trim is sold out in Canada for the entire 2023 model year. It's the one that's eligible for a federal subsidy. Also, both a heat pump for the drivetrain and a heated steering wheel for the driver are only available on the Ultimate trim, which is our review car. There you have it, the Volvo C40 Recharge. I'm impressed by this compact electric SUV, but what do you think? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.